Thank you. Thank you very much, Edward, for joining us this evening. I know it's been a lot of sacrifice on your part. And, you know, the interesting thing is when we started to talk about this topic and said was one of the topics we wanted to take on. And I just had to think, okay, so who is it that I think I could talk to, who would be the best person to take this topic? And, you know, of course, naturally you came to mind. And, you know, the reason is Edward is very versatile. Like I really I can't think of any subject that is related to business that Edward does not have the capacity to take on. And so you were the very first person that came to mind. And like you already said, we go really way back, maybe further than you even remember. I think my first interaction with Edward was when I attended the Daystar Business Academy, and that must have been 2011. And I was so blown away. I was so blown away that I walked up to him after the session and requested his business card. And about a year later, when I was going to apply for the UWIN program, then it was one person I also consulted with, and he took me through a series of training, himself and a mutual friend, Peter Ogbona. And yeah, I got the grant. And so on and on, we've worked together. It's been a very great friend, resource person, you know, and it's so good to have you join us on this session. I know it's not convenient. I was sharing with the rest of the group earlier how you're joining us at 12 midnight your time, and you know you didn't even give much thought to it when I made that proposition. So thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. We don't take it for granted.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So the floor is yours. Okay, Edward, I think you're frozen now. Can you still hear us? Oh.
No, we are connected from one location or the other. So I was taking my last experiment, and I was saying that if you can see me or hear me or this, so let me continue this experimentation. I hope this is the correct material. I hope I have quite a number of materials around technology and automation. And I'll let this be, automating your business process, right? Okay, this is it. So if you can see my slide, 300. Just help me type 300 if you can see my slide. Awesome. Thank you, Damola. Thank you, Adelani. Thank you, Buki. Who else again? Aderonke. Thank you. Who else again? So like Bukola said, Buki said a bit about me. I've been in startup and SME consulting space for about 10 years now. And in 2014, I veered into digital. And in 2016, I was able to undo projects for Google, 2018, Facebook, 2019, IBM. So that's just a bit of background to me, right? So let me stop share and just talk more. So from my SME work, startup incubation work, yesterday we were with, let me look for this material, okay, please permit me. Yesterday we were with CGCC, Pastor Tunde Bakari's church. They had this prize money that a group of HNIs in the church put together for Onward disbursing it for through the youth of the church, like grants and loan. So I was privileged to be the lead consultant on the project, set up all the requirements. We did the first round of business plan submission and evaluation. Yesterday was the pitch session. We brought in panel of judges, all sort of those kind of stuff, helping people get money, startups, helping startup access markets, and everything that comes with that. I also work a bit closely with VC for Africa. I work with Urban Africa Business Angels Network and LAB, Lagos Angels Network. So it's just around technology, startup, funding, and marketing. If I summarize what I do, I like to have startup conversation or incubation, idea to market, that's incubation, technology, marketing, and funding. Not your core finance, but funding, helping people raise money. Today, the deal we closed today was 9 million naira for a client that needs funds. So we had to facilitate that, and I was in the island, and I was getting call, should we disburse? The person has not submitted this document, this other offer is pending, this affidavit, all of that. So before I continue, you've seen the first opening slide. I want to get to meet some of us that are here. Just tell me your name. So let's do it like this. So this is me, Edward. I'm in Lagos, and it's 12:10 a.m. I think I'll use this. My best food is pounded yam and ogbono. I this one. Ogbono. Is it ogbono or ogbono? I don't know. Sorry, so something like this. It's not enough. It's not enough. Let me put more. Yes. Try. Food is what makes you remember home. The food is what makes you remember home. The food is your roots, is your ticket back home. Food is what makes you miss home. Okay, so I want to expand that. So it's Edward, Lagos, 12:10 a.m. And I want to have a bit of context, interest, what I do. Startup consulting, training, innovation advisory. Okay, are we ready? Can anybody help me with this? Just so I know it. Yeah. So I've expanded it. I don't know. Can we do this just briefly, everybody? Can we try that? Okay. I can hear the keypad, the keyboards. Okay. Can you just click enter now or send? Awesome. So man, okra, where did you get that in Ontario? Where did you get that from? The mic is muted.
We have it plenty.
Are you serious?
Yeah, getting Nigerian food is not a problem at all.
Are you because a lot of Nigerians there now, right?
Yeah, quite a number of Nigerians.
Can you imagine? I think Canada is our second citizenship now. We went to the airport, waiting to go. Awesome, thank you. Canada just quickly send something in. It's okay if you can't do it, that's fine. But I would love to have more and see how interesting this can be. Okay, Adelani, Taro, Eban, and this is so awesome. Is that close to where Bookie is? It's almost the same area, right? Entry, real estate, sales, and investment. Awesome. Awesome. You guys are neighbors now. So you get Adelani often, right? You guys, let me get you a good and a bar from. I'm not saying burger and pizza and, you know, what's happening now? Adelani, what's happening? Good sags.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Subomi Dala. Okay. Jollof fries and peppers, private equity. Awesome. Awesome. Is Subomi part of Rising Tide or Land of this particular? I think the name have popped up around. Permit me, Subomi. We're at the early stage startup, is it? Early stage investor summit Lagos meetup, right?
No, I'm not sure that was me.
No, let's say you. I didn't say you were there. Obviously, you were in Texas. That's fine. I'm saying. Not a problem. So let's move on. Let's move on. Thank you. So today we just want to talk around technology and from the very simple ones to some advanced ones that we can use to automate business processes, right? And can you help me also type the first letter you can see, just to be sure that we are all on board? The first letter we can see. Team, okay. Team, everybody's saying team. I like the teamwork and the team spirit here, right? Okay, all right. So let's just get going. So this is, in my opinion, you. That's nice. This, in my opinion, is, so this is me, and talking about this on TV, where we were, the 2014 era up until 2019, the slowest we became in terms of presence on traditional media. What we're doing in digital space was in 2020, because we were not on any project then. And this is the name of my company. And I also speak on TV, on technology and Esene and startup matters. So in terms of tech and automation, I feel we can summarize it using this tech, right? APIs, CRM, mobile, cloud. Yes, cloud. We can use cloud solutions also. Email, content, social media, and send. So please, somewhere in your material, please put cloud also. Yeah, so that's very, very important. This is important now because a whole lot of businesses and individuals and organizations are very concerned about technology, are very concerned about integration, automation. Okay, we need to do things better. We need to do things differently. So if you own a business, if you run a business, one of the biggest conversations in running a business now is how to scale that business, right? And you must understand the difference between growth versus scale. Most people want to grow. Most people desire to grow their business. But on the other hand, some other persons have seen growth, but prefers to scale. So what's the difference between growing and scaling? I won't dwell so much on that because of time. I would just say that to scale is better, and we can leverage technology, we can leverage automation to scale. So what does automation do? Automation simplifies and automation amplifies. So you simplify, there's efficiency in your operations, and you amplify your output, your outcome. So what it takes 5 men, 10 people to do, the machines are doing it better. The robots are doing it better. Your APIs, your CRM, your integrations are giving you better, faster returns. Even AIs, right, is helping us get results. So simplifying and amplifying. That is the role of tech automation. That's the goal. And that is where so that is all a bit of what I just want to share with us, just as per background. And so all of this is just to show how the world is inter. Let me show you guys something. I hope I can show. So let's go to, I want to stop share and share something else again. Let me see if I can share my Chrome. If this is my Chrome, then I don't know. I don't want you to see this, but just hold on a bit. I want you to come here and go to internetlifestats.com. Can we see this, please? Can everybody see this? Can you see my screen? Hello?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So just to have a bit of background to why it is all tech and all digital at the moment. So this is Internet Life Stats. As it stands today, as of now, 7.7 billion people on Earth, 4.5 billion people having access to the internet, 1.7 billion websites, 1.3 billion emails has been sent, right? As simple as this looks, go back to my first material. As part of digitizing, simplifying, automating, and amplifying your digital process, I'm talking business now, right? Your email strategy must also be automated, because one of the biggest things happening on the web in terms of the digital space is your mailing list, the digital. So you find out that somewhere in the material, email is high up there, highly recommended. So pay attention to this now, pay attention. So big data, like they say, all these are real stats, live data going on now, how people are using the web and social media, right? So 2.4 billion people on Facebook. I want to pay attention to the amount of searches that are going on Google and YouTube. So it is email, video, and internet, mobile devices. So some of the biggest thing that is helping technology to grow, helping people to scale, helping people to automate is email, internet access, and videos. So what this shows me is, or tells me, is that people are consuming more video content on YouTube than just running on regular searches. So YouTube is also a search engine. So if I want to know more about something, I'd rather look it up on YouTube, watch a video about it, consume that content in visuals, than read it up in text in Google, right? So that is what we're trying to say here, that almost everything we see now goes to points that technology and automation for our businesses is very, very important. And everything we just said, their mobile phone devices, internet, and everything. I'll skip this. So let me talk about the 3 future drivers of tech and automation. what is driving technology and automation around the world. Number one is mobile phones. A lot of people have access to mobile phones. Someone said online that the world is a terrible place to be without a mobile phone, right? I don't know how true that is, but as more people, more businesses, more organizations, as more of us own these devices, the magic happen there. The next thing is the internet, and so there are two things here. There's internet and there's internet of things. Okay, the first thing we're doing here is leveraging the internet to have this session. The next one is the connectivity, the total interaction between devices that are connected to the internet to automate and integrate. And the last one is convenience. So the goal of automation is built on the theory of convenience and pursuit of pleasure. We said that in the future, quick and easy will win. Quick and easy, quick and easy. So like I said, automation is to simplify and amplify the outcome. It is that simple, but yet also not that simple, right? Because simple in itself is difficult to achieve. Yeah. So while automating my business, automating my process, adding technology to what I'm doing, would it help us to deliver a bit of convenience? Will it make our product or service more enjoyable, more pleasurable, right? So that is what we are saying here. Why is this important? I looked at this report from McKinsey and Company. It said we are coming to a season where everything are going to be digitized and interwoven. From your phone to your Uber, from your phone to your food, from your phone to your payments, from your phone to hospital, from your phone, wearable devices, machine learning, robotics, AI, cloud solution, everything are going to be hitting us as individuals, right? Phone, shoes, cloud, robots, cars, houses, hospitals, school, everything coming together. It's the digitization, churches, banks, hospitals, everything is coming together to drive maybe efficiency or to drive whatever in the future. And please pay attention to this. As a business owner, it is digital haves and digital have more. Who gets? So what we are saying here is that he or she that has technology incorporated into their business will outperform the other party that does not have technology or have very used technology appetites. To scale today, if your technology investment or your technology appetite or your technology adoption is low or little, that particular organization or business will struggle. Why? Because when the rate of change outside the organization is faster than the rate of change within the organization, then the organization will play catch up. Once the rate of change within the organization is slower than the rate of change outside the organization, then the organization will play catch up. Technology in terms of the people we employ, the product we design, the processes that powers our products, everything, accounting, finance, marketing, HR, customer service, where and how does technology and automation plays in all of these areas? That's what we're saying. And it is just the summation. The digital halves and the digital have more. Now who gets? Right? It's like what the Bible says, that he that has much more be given to him. So it's just that time and that season that we're in. And if you look at what is happening around the world, there was this popular, it wasn't popular, I saw it from Forbes, the top 10 biggest company in the US. About top 7 or top 8 of them were all technology businesses. All of them. Again, that's different for our own Nigerian kind of businesses. Okay, if you look at the Nigerian Stock Exchange today, the biggest businesses in the exchange are not technology businesses. So I doubt how many technology businesses in Nigeria have gone IPO locally. If you remove the unicorns that we have that are doing 1 billion valuation and above, right? I'm talking about our local exchange. Our biggest brands there are Dangote Cement, MTN, Nestle, Tolaram, and the likes. Compare that to a more matured, a more developed clime like in the US, where that market is led by the Teslas of this world, the Amazons of this world, okay, the Google, Facebook, Alphabet, and Co., or Facebook now, Meta, whatever their name is now, okay. Technology all the way, even Microsoft, even IBM, right? There are one or two other players that are non-tech, but it is heavily dominated by tech-based businesses. And this goes to show that scaling can be fast-tracked, leveraging technology. Yeah. So I'm going to start winding down a bit to what are these little areas in our businesses that we can automate with technology. Okay. It could be payments, it could be customer service, it could be HR, it could be marketing. In almost every area of our business operation, there's need for us to tech it, there's need for us to automate it, right? So the question per time is, what issues, what challenges are we having as a business? Where are we slow? Where are we getting a lot of complaints? Where are we losing money or putting money on the table? Where are there wastages or errors? Okay. Once we can answer those questions, problem statement, like we call them when we're having a solutioning session, then the next will now be, how can technology help us to reduce or automate, or eradicate this level of problem? Okay, I'm in the line of business, there's this amount of waste, there's this amount of turnaround time is slow, delays, there's this amount of complaint, there's frequent errors, okay? There is a lot of burnout or repetitive tasks. It is on those grounds that technology integration makes sense. It is on those grounds that automation, so we don't just automate for fun, or automate because it is in sync, or automate because everybody is automating. We automate from a need standpoint, from a problem standpoint, okay? What are the issues? Where are we slow? Where are we weak? Okay? Where are there complaints? Where are there delays? Where are there wastages? Where are there burnouts? Where are there repetitive tasks? I'm trying to pick all the areas of concern where technology will come in and why automation will be recommended. Okay, so if you look at all these angles in the business, I'm talking about Google's and Facebook that have it almost all sorted out with AI and machine learning now, right? With the issue that Facebook is having with the whistleblower lady, she's talking about how Facebook is leveraging their algorithm, leveraging artificial intelligence and machine learning to do all sorts of stuffs. So it's not just the simple platform that allows you to run ads that connect you to your friend. They are sitting on a massive technology infrastructure, a lot of investment, coding, programming, and a lot of stuff have been automated, including things as simple as when you are running an ad on Facebook and also Google, and that ad needs to go for review, somebody must check the ad up to know that, this ad is good to go. Facebook has what they call text to image ratio, 80-20. If you have so much text that is more than the image, the visuals, that ad, that creative, that content will be rejected. See, in that process, you're not dealing with an individual. You are dealing with a programming infrastructure. It has been automated. The same thing with Google on AdSense and AdWord, especially AdWord, right? So it is one thing for us to staff that area and have one or two persons reviewing the ads, checking which one we go. But look at the scale at which ads are running. Look at the time zone. So the person will have to be up when, always, or checking, or burn out. So if it is repetitive, it is becoming slow, then there's a case for us to consider technology to simplify it, to automate it, and to make it amplified. I hope you are getting my point. So whether it's industry to industry, sector to sector, we can have use cases of businesses like some of the ones that we have here. If whenever we sing about Tesla, Andela, Google, Facebook, Airbnb, Tesla, almost all the big brands, it's always around technology and what they've been able to amplify, simplify, and scale, leveraging technology. And we too, if you own and run a small business here, we too can't, copy. And the good thing about the tech and automation is valuation. It helps the bet of unicorns, the $1 billion mark and above. Technology helps your valuation, and especially if you are a tech startup and you're also raising all the pre-seed, seeds, angel, VC, Series A, Series B, and the like. It helps all your stuff. So, like for instance, this BMW car that is showing here, they were saying that in the future, which is not going to be too far from now, cars will be shared, the shared economy, shared infrastructure. You don't need to own the car. The goal is mobility. When you're part of that network and you have an identity, you have your biometrics, you have a card, you just swipe into a car, the car gets you to your destination, you do whatever you are doing. By the time you are coming back, by the time the car is parked, somebody else has used it, you are using something else. It's just an ecosystem. It could be self-driving cars, it could be electric cars, so the need for tech integration and automation in the future is going to be very, very, very heavy. So as I begin to wrap up, I gave this example. If this lady was selling cake in Lagos, right? In what way can she integrate technology or automate a business process? All right? Things as simple as creating a website. Now, this website was proposed to be a co-creation site where instead of you to come place your order, and so we can do an on-demand app, right? We can also do a co-creation website. The cakes are not ready, but all the ingredients and the shape and the designs and the colors, call it Canva for cake people, drag and drop. So in that process, you are co-creating your cake. You're actually making your cake. By the time you finish the cake, you click on your publish button or checkout if it was a e-commerce, and it becomes an order at the back end, and we'll receive the order, ask you to confirm your order, you make payment, and your cake is done and delivered to you. The fact that you were able to do that process online and we were able to get it at the back end and make it, and you get it back in your physical location, just makes it more like technology and automation and everything that goes with it. It's things as simple as social media, right? And online listing, as simple as that, showing up in maps, directories, Google search, and every other thing. Makes it very, very easy. Now you want to go on a journey, you have to go to Google to go and look for an hotel, you have to look at their reviews, you look at their pictures, of how the facility is, all of those things. Technology is helping the customer take a decision whether to deal or not to deal, right? So these are some ways. So finally, different areas where we can use automation tools in our businesses. Number one is payments. Money is important. The goal of a business, there are different definitions of these goals. Some people have made different points. But my position around why a business exists is to meet a problem profitably. Find the problem, meet it profitably. Serve people, add values. Simple. There's no too much of analyzing the thing. And once I've added value to you, once I've identified the problem in the value chain, and I'm providing a solution. So my ideas, my products, my services are solution to problem already identified. So what do I want to do? If value is going out of me, I presume that value will come back to me. So how will value? I can capture value in different ways. If I want to capture value in monetary terms, then I want to make it easy for people to pay me. And I want to give them different payment options, whether I pay card or pay with a token, pay from a wallet, or pay with a Paystack or Flutterwave or InterSwitch integration, or pay by scanning. I just want to make it easy. I just want to make it easy for people to be able to pay me. So payment integration is very, very important. This is just API to APIs. Whether you're having an online store or you're into a product-based business, think about how you can make payments easy for your customer. The next thing is part of the automation is now more than ever, there is no need for commuting, for heavy meetings. We can put this on Zoom, we can put this on Skype, we can put this just like what we're having, and there are Microsoft Teams, WebEx, Webinar Jam, all sort of tools and platform available for us to continue our meeting and continue trainings and be more productive without wasting time in Lagos traffic or anywhere where there's traffic around the world, right? Then the same thing for marketing. How can we automate our marketing? How can we make? So I told you one of the goals of automation is simplify and amplify, right? So in amplifying your marketing efforts, in my opinion, there are no better ways to do it outside of social media today. Okay, Google, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and maybe even TikTok, right? I don't know TikTok. I don't use TikTok. I've not been to TikTok before. But if that is what your audience, your customers, your marketers, your prospective consumers are, then we have to show up where they show up. We have to know the media they consume and put our content out there. The goal is that once you place an ad on Allen Roundabout bus stop on the big board there, one, you don't have insights to how many people even saw it. We know people are seeing it. We know it's a busy place with foot traffic and vehicular movements. But the truth is that we can't measure, right? Now, maybe with the digital screens, maybe we can measure. Just maybe, I'm still not sure. But online, obviously, we can see the insight, we can see the analytics, we can see the performance of those ads. And the reach is amazing. There's not the scale. We can target people in Ontario, Canada alone. People in Nigeria may know, I can pick India, and I can pick whatever reach, region, duration, spread, and even budgets that I spend from $5 upwards. So it's affordable, it's flexible, it has depth, there's insight, there's analytics. So in terms of automating our marketing effort, in terms of amplifying our content, our ideas, our product and services, in my opinion, there are no better platforms than leveraging almost all the social media platforms. Then again, work, collaboration, and reports, right? Trello, Slack, right? Automation tools, collaborative tools for businesses to use. We use Trello in the office a bit, but we work more on Google Workspaces now, Google Doc, right? I'm preparing for a presentation. I put my slide on doc. Someone in the office can co-create with me, collaborate with me on that document. And whether I'm in transit or I'm resting, even if it's across GMT, right, we can still work on the document and produce. That's technology, that's automation, that's integration. Yeah. So this is very, very important. Then storage. It comes a time where we don't want to start having, just because my phone is bad or my laptop is corrupt, doesn't mean I shouldn't have access to my important files and documents. As we said, so Control S now is becoming useless. There's nothing like Control S again once you're in a cloud environment, because everything is automatically saved, automatically backed up, and automatically available anywhere you are in the world. So important content, important materials is cloud first, cloud storage, cloud save, cloud backed, So having investment and exposure and the use of cloud is very, very important. I just listed quite a number of cloud providers. I think cloud from the Nigerian market and across the world is being led by Amazon, right? AWS, then maybe Microsoft and the other guys, then Google is somewhere there and the other guys, right? So then again, manufacturing, automation, 3D printing is also very important. People are 3D printing all sorts of stuff now to scale, to remain relevant, and to keep ahead of the curve. And then there is personalization, biometrics, face recognition, voice to text. I did one of my books when I was struggling to write. I did it as a voice. I was voicing it. Someone, the lady that worked with me, told me that I can, Sister Ayofe, I don't know if Booking knows her, Shewa Ayofe, said, why are you struggling to write? Just get a good mic or sound and talk your book, Then I did that, and I went back to her. I said, oh, that's nice. He said, then go back and get another software. It's called voice to text. So I went and I got an app for voice to text. I used the app. The app converted all my voice to English, and that document came to about 76 pages. I was shocked, but the thing translated it wrongly anyway, because I was in a free version and my voice was not the proper British American voice, so it was confusing the stuff. So sometimes it was not translating or transcribing the way what I said in the right terms. I had to upgrade to premium and buy the full and proper app, right? Then for online store, how do you automate, even if you don't have your e-commerce? Okay, there are several. There's Bumper now that I love. Bumper, Bumper.com, Equid, Wings, Commissions.ng, Shopify. All of this allows you to put your market out there, automate them, integrate them, and start making money so easily now. There's personal assistant, Alexa, Google Home, and chatbots. Okay, Alexa, please play me my favorite song. Alexa, please book my next flights. Okay, Alexa, please fix an appointment with my doctor. Or Hello Ada. All of these are coming up. Personal assistants, chat boxes, and virtual assistant. Right. So that it is. I want to stop there. And these are other tools to create content and everything. So as I wrap up, I've said quite a number of things. In designing a technology strategy, please also consider offline measures. That is me speaking as a proper Nigerian now. The Nigerian market is still, in my opinion, an hybrid environment, right? As long as we are finding success online, there are still some opportunities available to us offline. So don't be so much into the online and tech part, and we miss out from the non-tech part. So I said test and adapt, measure, integrate with patients. Okay, there are also technology failure, right? If you with POS alone, and you want your car is on reserve and you need to top up to go. When they tell you that, Oga, POS not they work, or we know they take card. That is technology. There's nothing, the guy will not take, it's just cash transaction, no story. So you risk going across top mainland bridge and getting stranded. Not that you didn't have money, but technology failed you. So you need to have shakara money while you do technology and USSD and everything. I know. You need to now start balancing, okay, if the environment is not very matured, right? Like Nigeria, our technology infrastructure is not very matured, right? But if it's abroad, then that's fine. You can do tap and go. I'm just saying that once there's one technology solution available, let me talk to payments now. And I was using the POS environment in Lagos that is not working. Then have the scan to pay option, have the tap and go option, have other options with simpler technology infrastructure, even if it's just a USSD and there's no internet, it makes it very simple. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll stop here. I hope you got something. I hope it's been worth your while. Let me take comments, questions, contributions, opinion. But please look at this material finally. We said here, this was a research by Standard & Poor's that typically without technology and automation, if a business, an organization does not invest in technology, does not automate their business process, it will take them 75 years to become a $1 billion company. So as of 1975, it was taking companies that don't know anything around technology and automation 75 years to hit $1 billion. In 2003, it was taking companies 25 years to hit $1 billion. But from 2013, because of technology, because of automation, companies are growing, are scaling, are becoming global, accessing market easily, okay, just by the use of technology. Last week, I was in Aso with a group of my friend in the technology ecosystem, and I met this friend called Tola of Norbase. So if you want to access market, what Norbase has done, you can check them out, is that they've aggregated the African market and they've made it easy for anybody to access this market without traveling. If you have anything, either in Nigeria or from abroad, I want to access anywhere in Africa, just go to norbase.com, and without jumping on a plane, you can see the power of technology, automation, and scaling right there in your face. So that's one use case I wanted to give us as I go. Thank you so much. Okay, over to you. Comment, question, observation. Did I? Okay, this is my number. Okay, over to you, please. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Edward. That was really, I don't know, it's so much. There's a whole lot to unpack in that very short session. It's really, 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 mind blowing. And thank you so much. Please, if we have any question, I think this would be a good time to go ahead and share questions in the comment section. Or if you would like to unmute yourself to ask your question, please. I think we have Edward for the next couple of minutes, and he will be willing to take questions.
Sorry, hi. Can I ask a question? I'm driving, so I can't type. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, hello everyone. Good evening.
Hi,
and thank you very much for the session. It's very interesting.
Thank
So
you.
I wanted to ask a question, but my question goes way back to the very beginning. You said about scaling and growing a business, that they are different. I just wanted to see that if you have some time, can you touch on that a little bit, like explain that a little bit more, how growing a business is different from scaling? Personally, I assume that when you are growing your business, you're actually scaling it as well. I thought it was like almost the same. Yeah, so can you please explain a bit?
Okay,
Thank
I
you
will.
so much.
Thank you. Can I take that bouquet, or I should wait for your question?
I think you should go ahead with that question. Meanwhile, if anybody else has a question, you can please put that in the chat.
Business. There are a lot of small business owners in Nigeria that are even struggling to grow. So you have to deal with the mortality rate, you have to deal with all the bottleneck and friction in the marketplace. So most times, most people don't even start before they even die, right? But if you do survive the 7 years, so there's first 1 year, first 3 years, and final 7 years, then you are alive enough to even start growing. So growth in this sense is increase. When something moves, when 4, this is growth, 4 plus 4. Year 1, you got 4. Year 2, you got 4. Year 3, you got 4. By the time you are doing your appraiser, you are now in 12. This is growth. Scaling, year 1, you got 4, but it is times. Year 2, you got 4. Times. Year 3, you got 4. This scale. So this is 4 times 4, 16. 16 times 4 is what? I think 64. So by the 3rd year, the 3rd circle, the person that is scaling is in 64. You are still in 12. You have moved. We have not moved well. You have not moved enough. But you have moved. It's something to be proud about. Okay? Andela became a unicorn in 7 years. They are now big businesses that are less than 5 years old just because of technology and scaling, right? So the second part to scaling and growth is if the person that is scaling is reducing costs. Once you scale, cost must come down. Cost is down. But with growth, as we are growing, we grow, cost increases. So if every additional $100 we make, expenses increase proportionately. So we year 1, we were generating $100 with $10. Are you following my gist? Year 2, we're now doing $200. But we're doing $200 with $20. There's nothing wrong though. We made more comparatively, but we also incurred proportionately. We grew the revenue. That's good. We also the expenses go. But with scaling, year 1 was $100, cost was $10. But scaling year 2, revenue is now the same $200, but cost has gone to $5. We are doing more, and we are yet to reducing our overhead. We are acquiring more customers, more users at reduced expenses, at 0 expenses. What are we saying? So that's the difference. So I think we should desire scale where the result is amplified and the expense is lower.
Okay, thank you very much. I have another question, sorry. So give an example of a company that scaled and what they did exactly to scale. I mean, use like a simple company because I know it's a lot of rather technical.
This for you. Let me share my screen and use this. Okay, where's my Chrome? There are several examples about that, but I will just this is not it. Is this? Share my WhatsApp now.
No, I can't see smoke because I'm typing.
I'm trying to get to my Chrome. Where's my Chrome now again? Is this? Oh, no, business. Come on, I just opened it now. So examples of businesses, there are quite a number of businesses that are scaled. Scaling a business is the use of technology to amplify a result and to reduce your expenses. Case in point, who do I pick? Do we talk about Piggyvest, or do we talk about the Andelas, the Piggyvest, the Jumias, OPay? All of the 12 high-profile technology businesses we have in Nigeria have really scaled. They've used technology to achieve more in less time. Okay? So let's talk about...
I get it now. I understand it clearly now. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I wanted to, I don't know why. So let me, oh, Jesus Christ, how do I get to my base? Should I open my Chrome again? Because I just opened stuff. I'm saying base on my, I just want to use that example as one. Okay, Chrome, thank you. So this is base, if you can see it, owned by Tola. Launch in Cairo without hopping on a plane. Launch in any market in Africa without, including bank account, including trademark, including CAC, corporate incorporation, sorted for you from where you are. So imagine the costs of putting a consultant on this. Imagine the cost of going around doing it yourself. And somebody has aggregated. So the guy leveraged the after, you know what's about that thing, African trades, and created a technology infrastructure. How many of us know that after? Is it after they call it now? AFTC stuff. So I've not gotten the, what do you call that today? You guys know what I'm talking about? To create Africa 1.3 billion market into the largest regional trading bloc in the world. Free movement of goods, of people and products across the whole 53 African countries that have signed to the charter, right? And he is saying that this is your base is the place to be. You don't need to go to Accra, you don't need to go to Cairo, you don't need to go to Addis. Get on base will get you access to those markets. Live, so you cannot. That is technology, that is automation, that is simplifying it and amplifying your outcome. I hope that helps. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can check.
Thanks, Edward. Thanks also, Tolu. So, Edward, I mean, this is going to be a bit of a generic question, maybe not specific to anything you've taught us, but it's actually just in relations to your audience tonight, who are business owners, maybe at this point, small businesses, I would say. There is a way that we have, there's this, what's the word now? Love-hate relationship between small business owners and technology. It seems to, it's intimidating sometimes, you know, like a lot of the examples you've shared are actually unicorns, the very big names, the Ubers, the Airbnb. And, you know, when I'm looking at myself in relations to those kind of business, I'm like, okay, where do I start from? They have all the, you know, power, they have all the resources to be able to acquire this kind of technology. So my question really is, how do we even get started? How do we get to take the first step, number one? And second question is, how can we get a mindset shift to realize technology is not that intimidating? And I would also, I'm sorry, we're a little over time, but I will also explain where I'm coming from. I used to be totally technology adverse until I started to work at a regional like a tech, how's it called now? Regional, like a technology innovation center, yeah. And so suddenly I realized,
we have such in Lagos and around TIC's Technology Incubation Center like that. We have one in Agege, we have several places.
Yeah, and by the way, Edward actually runs one of those kind of technology incubators. And so it was at that point I started to see, oh, really, like you really need technology to be able to scale. I mean, like that summarizes everything you've said. How do we small business owners start to relate with technology in a way that it is less intimidating for us, and we're able to just get that mindset shift to be able to tackle it and begin to get acquainted with it? I don't know, just if you could just speak to that.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so what I would say is that there is technology for everybody and at every level. There is technology so there are levels in this technology thing, right? And sincerely, I think there are just 3 levels, right? First, there's technology for everybody at every level, right? Number 2 is to don't be overwhelmed. The most important thing is to join the technology conversation. I was in SME consulting, you win, business plan writing, grant processing. And I saw a book in 2014, Marco Rostrofi's book, Get Rich Quick. I tell you all this book by all these Yahoo boys, how to make money online, how to set domain, how to buy domain, what's URL, SSL. So immediately I picked up the book in George Osebo's house in Okbabi, Get Rich Click, right? 2014. But I've been a consultant before that, but my technology use, my technology knowledge, my technology lingua was almost zero. But maybe I saw the book Get Rich Click. I ignored it for a while, but when I read it, I was like, what? Are you serious? Can somebody do this much, know this much, make this much from technology? No, to what do you I've made quite a number of money from technology. We still have a project with the Lagos State Ministry of Science and Tech that will still run this November, in Lagos. The Lagos State Ministry of Science and Tech, yeah. But I didn't arrive here. It started from a book in 2014, landed in Google in 2016, landed online like that. So the first thing is to know that there is technology for everyone at every level. Number two is that if you can get into the lingua, understand what this technology thing is, at the basic. So what is technology to a small business owner in Lagos, Nigeria? I give an example of the lady that is doing cake. Technology for her is just the use of a website or having payment integration. Paylink, you don't need to set up a site, just set up one landing page with your cake demos, 4 pictures, and a link of who to pay you. That's all. That's the starting point. Later, you can graduate that into APIs, into CRM, into Slack channels, into cloud storage, into machine learning, into robotics. Those are high-end blockchain. Okay, now, anybody that buys real estate from me, I'll do such that we are mapping them on blockchain. There's no land grabbing. There's no land it's given to multiple people, all the headache. But those are high-end. At the middle end of using technology for a real estate is virtual reality. Oh, the guy is working in Shell, Chevron, Mobile. The land is in Ekpe or is in somewhere. They can go, kidnapping, road, everything. Okay, give them a virtual tour of the facility, right? Let them watch it from their houses, from their phone, or come to your studio, right? That is used for, this is level 2. But I told you, blockchain is available high-end, right? And level 1 can be just a USSD solution, right? Level 1 can just be a CRM. So the journey for a real estate company will be 1, a CRM to manage their customer base, timely reminder, payments, visits, schedule. Level 2 could be virtual reality tours. Level 3 will be blockchain. You see, so gradually, that organization is increasing their technology appetite, their technology exposure, their technology usage. The same thing for a church, the same thing for a bank, the same thing for any kind of small business that we own or run. There is technology for us at whatever level, and we can start from the free versions, from the easy ones, to the more premium and advanced ones. Thank you.
Okay, we are a little over our time. I know it's really late for you. You had a busy day and it's 1 a.m., past 1 a.m. for you now, Nigerian time. So we would really want to let you go. But before we let you go, we just really want to thank you for your time and for the sacrifice that you've made. Thank you for this very valuable information you've shared with us. And I definitely believe that we need to have you back. I'm not sure exactly when we will be able to have you back. It could be next semester. But you have to take us on to the next stage, like, okay, get us started. Let's get into that technology literacy. Let's see how we apply it to our day-to-day running of our businesses and how, we start to be able to scale our businesses too, because that's the next big thing. So I just really want to thank you so much, Edward. Thank you for your time. And thanks to everybody who's also been a part of this session. I believe it's been enlightening, informative, and you got something tangible out of it. And hopefully we will continue the conversation on the group and we'll continue to build up on it. So at this point, if there's no other last minute comments or questions, then we would have to let our guest speaker go. So thank you so much, everybody. I want to acknowledge people from outside of the group too, outside of the established business owner group that have joined us this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be having our next session, developing your social media strategy next week, Saturday, and we will share the information on the platform, and we hope to see you again. Please kindly join us when we have our next session. So that will be a very good night from me to everybody. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and hope to see you again next week. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Okay. Yeah, have a good night.
I know.